to Sounds Like on Andertons TV. No, I'm kidding. Welcome to Guitar Paradiso on Andertons TV. I'm Pete.
I'm Mick.
And today we are not in the room first. We will go to the room later. Because we thought it's time for us to do a challenge video. Because we've not really... Thundering. Thor coming in with his big hammer, knocking guitars over. We thought we would do a comparison video. Because there's been a lot of people going, can you compare stuff? Can you compare stuff? So we thought we were going to... Because you've probably seen Chavez and the Captain do some comparison videos, but they haven't done this one. 335, the most expensive one, Gibson, in the store, and the cheapest Epiphone.
Nice.
Dot.
I'm a huge fan of 335s, and I covet a 335, and I'm actually looking one at the moment, so this is going to be a particularly painful video for me, I think.
Well, I've got one you could buy, maybe. We can always talk about that, absolutely. Alright, let's go and find a guitar. Sweet! Okay.
Gibson Town,
Epiphone Town. Gibson Town, Epiphone Town. Gibson Town, Epiphone Town. So it's not called a 335, is it?
it's called a Dot.
It's called a Dot.
So I have an interesting story about a Dot, which I'll tell you when we get back into the room.
Let's do that. Good idea.
So we need the basic Epiphone Dot.
So here's the Epiphones, and here it is. Epiphone Dot, £299.
I'm coming over all Marty McFly, even though that was a 345 and was incorrect for the year. But anyway.
Anyway, yeah, exactly. It wasn't even invented then. He probably had gone to the future and then back to the past. Dark! 1.21 gigawatt!
So that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? So USA made pickups, I believe. US designed everyone USA. Designed. So, but anyway, there you go.
Yep,
so let's grab that one.
Epiphone.
And then
335
on the other
now.
side.
So the as far as I'm aware, the most expensive normal 335 in the range is the 59 reissue, but I don't believe there is one of those here.
So this has to be the most expensive one that is in the shop right now.
Yes.
And
well, there's a 355 there.
Yeah.
Which is not a 335.
No.
And there's a 345, which is not a 335.
Then there's a...
It's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those.
So there's a 63, which has the block marker neck.
Yeah.
Or there is a 58, which has the dot marker neck.
Which is 3100, 3200.
3200. Got to be that one, hasn't it?
Does it be a dot?
Dot neck. That's
this is so nice as well, but it's not the one we had.
That is so lovely. Let's go with this one, shall we?
Let's do that. So that is then the most expensive one. Have a look at that camera. That thing. So they're not the same colour. I believe you can get that in a sunburst as well. The Epiphone. There we are. So
Epiphone Dot in cherry for 299 English pounds. Gibson Memphis ES-335 1958 reissue in VOS 58 burst, 31.99 at today's
10 times
English prices.
Yes. So see, as you see here, this doesn't have an alarm on it. This has got an alarm on it. Anyway, shall we go back and play some guitar? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nobody.
Experiment time.
Nobody could say we're not current, Pete.
Moving over, getting on. Anyway, so we moved over. We got on over to the studio. We're now back, and here we are.
Here we are. Okay, so
quick jam. So
Gibson ES-335 1958 reissue from the Memphis factory. Currently $31.99.
Ooh, and the Epiphone Dot. That's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
With designed by Epiphone USA, a nickel classic magnet, double vacuum waxed frame wire pickups. So,
okay.
Currently 299 UK pounds.
Crazy money. For anyone who doesn't know what a Gibson ES-335 is, rewind 1958.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, I'll do this really quick, right? I'll try and do it as quickly and as simply as possible.
Yeah, okay.
The solid body electric guitar came out in 1950. By about 1957, nobody was still really sure. Rock and roll had started happening, but serious guitar players were still playing guitars big with air in them.
Air hello.
Strat and Telly had already been out. Les Paul wasn't really a success by that point. They were still changing it. You know, in this year they were going to stick a flame top on it. But consider what happened in 1958. In 1958, some interesting things happened. One, this was invented.
Bosh! So not like Marty McFly playing one in 1956 or whenever he flies back to and plays a 345. It's not. It was 345 on it? That was not invented then, kids.
And it's also interesting because in 58, it was like this. It had no neck binding.
No neck binding.
So 1958. What also happened in 1958 by the same guy presiding over Gibson, which is a guy called Ted McCarty. Anyway, Flying V.
Flying V, I know.
Explorer.
Exactly.
And they made the Les Paul standard Sunburst for the first time. So if you need to know what state of mind Gibson was in 1958, they made this, the Flying V, and the Les Paul standard in Sunburst.
Like this. Everybody must have gone, whoa, what is that? What's happening?
Yeah. And I have it on reasonable authority from somebody who knew him well that this was Ted's proudest moment.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
because
great to know.
He gave a guitar to all the serious guitar players, all the jazzers, who were really struggling with a solid body.
Yeah.
They wanted it to feel familiar to their bigger body guitars with air in them.
Yeah.
So he sticks this solid centre block down through the middle, which makes it sound more like a contemporary electric guitar.
Yeah.
Mounts the pickups in there, puts the bridge on there, makes these bits on the edges full of air.
Air. Yeah.
And
costs money, air costs money. And there you are.
The rest
history was born.
The rest is history. Fast forward.
But these didn't Epiphone do like the Casino or something a little bit earlier than that, or is that just me or no?
They were separate companies.
Yeah, they were separate companies
before that. And when Gibson acquired Epiphone, that's when it all. That's when everything changed. The difference between a Casino and one of these is a Casino is hollow and has a shorter neck.
Yeah.
However, so 1958. Fast forward about 58, 68, 78. 88, 98, about 40 years or thereabouts.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much when
they started to do these.
To appear in the 1990s.
So the Epiphone version of it.
Yeah, so Epiphone's moved offshore by this time. Obviously,
these are
made in China and Korea. Yeah. At that time, I think they were made in Korea.
Don't throw it in the bin.
Yeah. Ne throw dans le bin pas for our viewers in France.
No.
And the Dot was they called it the Dot because it has dot markers on the fingerboard.
Like that one. Yeah. And it doesn't have bindings. Like that.
Ah. Kind of bindings.
Kind of bindings.
For all our friends in Germany.
Exactly. Kind of bindings.
So
actually, these two are actually probably closer than, I don't know, really. But anyway, we just wanted to take the cheapest Epiphone. And
I think even from the intro jam there, it's not sounding bad at all, is it?
It doesn't sound bad. I mean, listen to this. So I'm in the V40.
Yeah.
I've got on the floor. I've got a Noble's overdrive set to about 12 o'clock on most of it, maybe 11 on the drive, and I'll take the digital delay off.
I'm gonna just do this because I'm gonna give you this in a sec.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just go on the front neck pickup. Bosh, like that. Are you want to do exactly the same?
Let's just do it.
Coily cable. Oh, the neck on this. did you say?
I said exactly that.
You said
we'd just been into the store, obviously, as you've seen, and we were coming from the store to here. And as we were walking in the air, we were doing this, just playing the guitars acoustically. And I said, that sounds plinkier.
Blinky.
Yeah.
This is Blinky. Guitar. Anyway,
just do the same thing.
This is not bad though. I mean, this is £300 minus £1. It's £299, dude, man. I mean, this is not bad.
I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. But
play it. And
I tell you what, this sounds like to me. This one has a much more pronounced mid-range.
Yes.
And it sounds more hollow, and it sounds, to use my technical term earlier, plinkier.
Plinkier. Hello.
Almost like, I'll tell you what it actually does sound like. It sounds like these pickups have asymmetric windings on the coils, which makes it sound slightly more phasey.
I wonder what would happen if you would take those pickups and stick it in guitar. We're not going to do that because that would be completely ridiculous. But if you take those pickups, stick them in this guitar, because it feels this neck feeling. We talk about feeling what I just sort of felt. It's much slimmer neck.
Yeah.
Much slimmer, more like 60s neck, more like my 335, where that is a big fat chunky piece of wood.
Yeah, 50s. So it's going to have the 50s, the 58 neck, which by all accounts, they were all going to be slightly different. But the 50s neck was supposedly a bit chubbier than this. The 58 neck was slightly chubbier than the 59 neck, which was slightly chubbier than the 60 neck.
Yeah.
Cue a million comments going, no, you're absolutely incorrect.
But they were all handmade, weren't they? All sort of, so they're all different, especially the 59. I bought a historic 59 at some point. And I tried one in the shop and it felt amazing. And then I bought one online, which is what you shouldn't do. You always buy the guitar that you feel when you play it. You go, oh, this is the best guitar ever. I didn't have the money. So I went online and I got myself a historic and it was completely different. Completely different. And that just goes to show that those guitars are kind of all different. So anyway, I don't know where I went with that, but anyway, you play a bit.
Let's have a listen. Okay, so you heard Pete through Victory V40 and the Nobles ODR1. You're hearing me through straight into a Hughes and Kettner. What is that called? It's
a classic Tubemeister Deluxe 40.
Oh, okay. So that's not a Grandmeister.
No.
Deluxe 40.
Yes. Nice. So the reverb is in the effect loop. There is a Boss. RV6.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Juicy.
And I can't seem to get you off my mind. Come on, spit it out.
Okay, so clearer. It definitely has the chewier mid-range, kind of more. Definitely sounds more in my mind what a 335 sounds like, but this is not bad at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Neck's a bit thin. Neck's a bit thin for me.
Yeah, but you know what? You can get used to that, couldn't you? It's not nitro either, is it? So it's not gonna. This guitar probably will in like 10 years after playing it, it'll just grow and become better and better. I'm not saying that's not going to be better, but it's going to, because it's probably polyurethane.
Yeah.
It's not going to sort of age the same way, you know. But
No.
get Grover tuners on there. You get, you know.
But straight out of the case.
Out of the rack. You saw us pick it off the rack.
I'm going to try and add a bit of DOD and shoe pedals looking glass.
Looking glass. There's nothing wrong with that guitar, man. I really think that for 300 quid minus £1, it is absolutely a bargain. I can definitely hear, you know.
It's giving me something back, this guitar.
It does, but that's what I'm saying. You know that you know you, as we talked, that diminishing law of returns or whatever. That thing when every time we put another 500 quid on, it'll 500 quid, and be less and less and less and less and less back for your money, as it were. At some point, you know, you can. I think you can even get this in a. Sorry, it's just jumped. You can get this in a Sunburst version. I mean, and I think that's less.
Is it?
But it wasn't in stock. It wasn't in the store. I think that's 269 at the moment. And you know what you get? You know what you get with this at the moment in Andertons? You get £40 worth of extra. So like tuner and cables and stuff.
What?
I know. If you buy one of these, so you buy a 299, but if you buy the Sunburst one, is less money, and you still get £40 worth of stuff with the picks and stuff.
Makes no sense.
If you want a blues machine, right, and you've got the dosh to buy it, absolutely buy that one, because it does sound better. You know,
there's a whole bunch of different reasons you would buy a guitar like this, aren't
yes,
there? It's what do you call it? An investment, an heirloom piece, or whatever. A reward for a lifetime's work. You know,
all of that stuff. You know, but if you want something that you don't really, you know, a lot of people just play that and they'll just get nice and worn out, and you know, all the relic stuff would happen to it really nicely because it's nitro and all that. This won't age that nicely. But if you want to be, you know, BB King on a budget or whoever, like, I know he played a different guitar, but I mean,
if you want to be Kerry King on a budget, I know he played a different guitar.
Kerry King. I didn't say. I didn't say Kerry King, did I? Benny, what did you say?
You said BB King. I know, but he said he played a different guitar. I think was Kerry King his brother? Because he played one as well, right?
Kerry King, is that not the guy that?
Yeah, it's the guy in Slayer.
Anyway,
not BB King's brother.
No.
But
you know, if you go and play this thing, you want to learn to play. What's wrong with that?
So on a John Mayer trip today.
John Mayer. I know this is such a good guitar. It feels so nice.
It's clearer, isn't it?
It's much clearer in the sound.
There's
yeah.
Insert loads of adjectives here about somebody feeling all teary-eyed about how good that guitar sounds, because it does.
It does really sound. It is really. It is really that nice.
It's got like a fundamental and a depth. It's got different.
There's just something there. It's really nice, and it's just clean into the V40. I'm looking forward to the V40 Deluxe. Aren't we all? Immediately I go for that.
There you go.
Stop it with the John Mayer.
Moving
on and getting
over that. Right, one thing I want to try is the old. You may or may not know that a cool sound on a 335 is here is the bridge pickup. Here is the neck pickup. And here's the in-between setting, both pickups. You sound like Bernard Purdy.
Yeah.
I like this.
And I kick some of that in.
Anyway, sorry. In between setting, and I'll just roll the neck pickup down a little bit.
Clean into that amp. That's a little bit of breakup on the front end of that. But it's nice.
That's a cool sound because it gives you a bit of girth from the neck pickup, but it rolls it back a little bit, so it's not all like flabby or anything, but you still get the full from the bridge. And when you put some gain on that, I'm going to use the Dodd Looking Glass maxed out here.
Do that on this, please.
That's the sound that Clapton used quite a lot.
That's it.
In his popular beat combo with Cream. Okay, so we'll do exactly the same thing again. Bridge pickup. Neck pickup. It's much woollier, isn't it?
It's much woollier.
In between setting.
I mean, still for £299, £300 minus £1.
Sounds great.
It does.
Doesn't quite have the clarity and the hollowness and that thing that's got, but blimey, for 10 times the money.
I mean, anyway, so I think we just need to say that was it, really. That was comparing things of an Epiphone Dot. Have we got anything else to say?
Only that I was expecting this to be nowhere near as good, and I'm not just saying that because it's a convenient. I played some of these that have been really, really, really good over the years.
Yeah.
In fact, when they first came out, when I was saying about, well, I don't know if it was when they first came out, but the first time I encountered one was 97, 98. I was working on Guitarist magazine, and one came in for a review, and I was recording some stuff with the band, took it and recorded a couple of tracks with the band, and completely fell in love with it, because it was a really great guitar. Yeah. And then I played some since over the years that have been, you know, not as inspiring as that particular one, but that's another thing that you get with a cost-effective guitar. But you probably don't get the consistency.
But I think Epiphone's consistency now is excellent.
They've made a lot of effort over
the last couple of years, you know, with the inspired by 66, the you know, that guitar, and just with some of the Les Pauls and the stuff they put, you know, just how they look as well. There's not everything is really neatly done. It's not like cracks everywhere and all that sort of stuff. It just looks nice. Comes out of the box, hangs on the wall. We pick it out. It still has got the tags and everything on there. You know, I mean. Anyway, links are below in the description. £299, 3,195.
I'm having that one.
Yeah. Well, I probably still have this one, but, you know, but. We have to move on and get over that now. It's it's fun, but thank you, John Mayer, for putting some new songs out. I've been waiting for it personally a long time.
We love you, John.
We love you. And there's some great riffage in there. If you haven't listened to it, you should do. For instance, this. Anyway, and then Pino comes in, Steve Jordan comes in, and then I just can't stop smiling.
Everybody's happy.
Anyway. Thank you.
Yeah, I was Mick.
I was Pete. Thank you for watching Guitar Paradiso on Andertons TV. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us some comments. We'll see you next time. Adios, amigos. Jam. I love that.